Hello, happy new year. Welcome to another year of classes. So, you all know I always say if you have anything specifically you want to work on, please let me know. I'm more than happy to incorporate more types of things into our classes and our time together. But until I hear anything from y'all, I did do a different type of workout today. So it's been a while since we've done one like this. We're going to do 4 rounds of each movement. So we have like 4 different movement types. We're going to do 4 rounds of each one. 20 seconds of movement one, 20 seconds of movement two, 20 seconds of movement three. So we're going to do lower, upper, get everything in today. So I'm going to go real quick through with the demos and then we'll get into it. So first, lower body one, we're going to do 20 seconds of squats. So feet hip width apart, squatting down and back up. So just a regular squat here. And then 20 seconds of a pulse. So for the pulse, we're starting at the bottom, coming halfway up. So this is our pulse. And then 20 seconds just holding straight up like that at the bottom. So that is first round. Then we're going to do that 4 times through. And then we're going to move on to our first upper body circuit, which is going to be a push-up. So hands and knees or hands and toes. 20 seconds down and up. Oof, I don't know if y'all just heard that. My elbows just cracked really loud. And then we're going to do a pike push-up. So hips in the air, coming down. And then we're going to finish out with a plank to pike. So switching basically between our first 2 movements. So again, 20, 20, 20 times 4 times. Then we're going to stand back up. Then we have our lower body once again. So this one, we're going to do reverse lunges. And then what we're going to do, we're going to do all on one leg and then all on the other leg. So whichever leg you want to start with, stepping back, coming up. Again, 20 seconds on that leg. We're going to burn that leg out. We're going to do 20 seconds on the other leg. Up and up. And then we're going to do lateral squats. So nice and wide, shifting our way over, pressing through our whole foot. Then other side again, pressing through our whole foot. So that is third circuit. Okay. Finally, we're going to do side planks and then a rolling plank. So last one here, 20 seconds on our elbow, onto our feet, all the way to the side. If that's a little bit not where you're at today, go ahead and just do on the knee there. And then we're going to do the other side. We get the same thing. Elbow staying in. And then final 20 seconds, we're going to do a rolling plank. I need a mat for that. But anyways, so basically for that last one, we're going to be switching back and forth. So that is our full circuit today. So let's go ahead and warm up real quick, starting off with the world's greatest stretch. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to interlace our fingers, we're going to grab onto one of our knees, pulling towards our chest, and we're going to exhale, step back into our reverse lunge, hands coming down on the inside of our front foot. Back leg stays nice and straight. Nice big deep inhale. And exhaling, opening up towards the ceiling, looking past our hand. Thumb is facing behind us. And we're going to exhale, plant our hand outside of our front foot. Bringing our back foot a little bit closer and pushing our hips up into our hamstring stretch. And let's go ahead and exhale. Bring our feet together. Push the ground away, standing on up. Wonderful. All right. Same thing, other side. Interlace our fingers, grab onto our other knee, pulling towards our chest. And we're going to exhale, step back into our reverse lunge. Hands coming down on the inside of our front foot. Back leg staying nice and straight. Nice big deep inhale. And exhaling, opening up towards the ceiling. Looking past our hand, thumb is facing behind us. And we're going to exhale, plant our hand outside of our front foot. Bring our back foot a little bit closer and push our hips up into our hamstring stretch. And let's go ahead and exhale. Bring our feet together. Push the ground away. Standing on up. All right. The last part of our warm-up, let's go ahead and do a couple planks of pikes here. Warming up our arms. Got a lot of upper body here today. So hands and toes on the ground. When we're ready, go ahead, push our hips up into our down dog. We can start to pedal our heels, opening up our calves. We got a lot of squats coming up too, so we really want to open up those calves for us. And let's go ahead, push both our heels into the ground, poke our head in between our arms, opening up our shoulders. And let's go ahead and come back down to our plank. We're gonna do 3 quick ones here, coming up and down. 2 more, up and down. And last one, coming up. And then let's go ahead and walk our hands towards our feet. And when we're ready, we can go ahead and come back to a standing position. And we are ready to rock and roll. I'm just gonna bring my mat over here for our upper body stuff. But starting off, we're doing 20 seconds of movement 1, 20 seconds of movement 2, 20 seconds of movement 3, going through 3 times, and then we're gonna move on. So we're starting off 20 seconds of squats, 20 seconds of squat pulses, and a 20-second hold of the squat at the bottom. So you can also do a wall sit if that is more comfortable. But I'm going to go ahead, get the timer started here. 3, 2, 1, and go. So 20 seconds, just full squats, regular squats here. So feet are hip width, toes forward if we can. Pushing through our whole foot, standing on up, making sure our core is tight. 3, 2, 1. So this one we're pulsing. So we're starting, we're just moving within the bottom portion of our squat. So making sure, again, pushing through our heel, big toe, little toe. We want to feel this in our glutes and in our quads. Very small movement here. 3, 2, 1. And then we're holding at the bottom. So getting as low as we can into our squat. And then we're going to do that 3 more times. So we got 4 rounds total. We got 3 more to go after this. 3, 2, 1. All right, back to our full squats. So that's the whole setup of today is going to be like that. So we got 20, 20, 20, 4 times through. And then once we're done with our squats here, we are done. So this is the only squats we have today, except for our lateral squats later. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we are moving through the bottom portion here. Going as slow as we need to, making sure that our pelvis is staying tucked. So we shouldn't be having anything move back and forth through our low back. All right, we're holding. I was not paying attention to that one. All right. For this hold, if you would rather do a wall sit or if it's more comfortable to do a wall sit, feel free, go ahead, grab a sit on the wall. Don't touch your legs. Keep your arms out in front of you if you're doing the wall sit. 3, 2, 1. All right, halfway through. I don't know about y'all, but my legs are feeling it. So really pushing through, whole foot, heel, big toe, little toe. Starting off this year with a different setup than how we ended last year. 3, 2, 1. But as always, just let me know what y'all want to see, what y'all want to work on. I know we like to mix it up probably more than I do tend to mix it up because we got to be consistent to make our progress. 3, 2, 1. We are holding. But this workout, different setup, but we got our same basic strategies here. We got lower body pushing, upper body pushing, lower and upper pull. So working on all of that. We got 1 more round. 3, 2, 1. Full squats. Last round of this, we're going straight after the hold. We are going straight into push-ups, okay? So getting ready. Last lower body, then we're gonna do all upper body. And we're back to lower body. 3, 2, 1. Okay, these pulses are the killer here, but we're doing awesome. Finish strong, staying within the bottom portion of our squat. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're holding. And then, like I said, we're going straight into our push-up. I'm gonna move my mat a little bit. So we got 20 seconds of push-ups, 20 seconds of pike push-ups, and 20 seconds of plank to pike. So that's our second circuit here. 3, 2, 1. So as quickly as we can, going into our push-ups. I'm gonna do them from my knees today, but regardless of how we're doing them, gosh, that was hard. Okay, making sure core is engaged, pelvis is tucked. 3, 2, 1. All right, pike push-ups are next. So toes, tucking them under, pushing up, same way. Elbows are staying in towards our feet. 3, 2, 1. All right, plank to pike. You could just go into your plank. I'm gonna reset here. My upper back likes to do its own thing. I'm trying to keep it flat as possible. That's my goal this year. One of them is to really work on my push-ups. 3, 2, 1. You would think after all this time, I would be better at them, and I am not. And part of that comes with my upper body strength and weight loss. Oh, definitely want to get better at these. So 3, 2, 1. All right, pike push-ups. I think we all know by now that I really do not love push-ups. That's why I like to do them, because we got to do things we're not good at. 3, 2, 1. We got to do the hard things so we get better at them. Plank to pike, and then we got 2 more. If you want to add a toe tap with your plank to pike, go ahead, spice it up. 3, 2, 1. All right, halfway done. And then we're going back to our lower body. Making sure we're setting up. It's okay if it takes a few seconds. I'd rather us be set up correctly than to rush right into things. 3, 2, 1. All right. Pike push-ups are next. My regular push-ups are not looking that great. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm really trying to keep my upper back nice and flat by screwing my hands into the ground. 3, 2, 1. All right. Plank to pike. And then the last route. Again, spice it up with that toe tap if you like. 3, 2, 1. All right. Last round. Okay. Let's see how many I can do correctly here. I'm going to attribute 3, 2, 1. All right. That one actually looks pretty good. Okay. We have pike push-ups. And then plank to pike. And then we have reverse lunges. So we're going to go straight into our lower body again. And then we will be back on the ground to finish out. All right, plank to pike. Yeah, less than 20 seconds here. Finish strong. We're going to go into reverse lunges at the end of this 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Standing on up. straight into reverse lunges. So we're doing all for one leg. So moving at a pace that feels good for you. If you need to slow it down, you can add a pause there at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Other leg, same thing. If you're like me, you have one leg that's a little bit behind the other one. This is a great time to really focus just on pushing through our front heel. 3, 2, 1. Lateral squats. Nice and wide. We want to go wider than we think we need to. Like pushing through our whole foot. Core is engaged. 3, 2, 1. All right. Back to our reverse lunges. Starting with our first leg. With this one, if it takes you a few extra seconds to transition, don't worry about it. Just go ahead. 3, 2, 1. If you need more time on one leg than the other leg, I recommend doing that leg second. So for me, my right leg is a straggler. So I like to make sure I get that full 20 seconds on my right side. 3, 2, 1. Lateral squats. Again, nice wide base. It's important. So wider than we think we need to, because if we're too close, we're gonna end up going too far with our knee, putting pressure on our joint. 3, 2, 1. All right, halfway through. I find this workout goes by real quick. This 20 seconds isn't a whole lot of time, but since we are doing 4 rounds, it's gonna equal, give or take the same amount, but especially doing single leg like this. 3, 2, 1. We're getting a little extra focus on each leg, which I find very important to do if you are doing bilateral movements, which is a single leg or a single arm movement. Really helpful to even out each side. 3, 2, 1. All right, lateral squat. Then we got one more round. Making sure our hips are going back as our knee comes forward. It should look just like our 2-leg squat. 3, 2, 1. Okay, last round here. We're starting off with whichever leg. After this, so we're doing reverse lunges. We have lateral squats. And then we have a side plank. We're gonna get back on the ground, starting with whichever side you want. 3, 2, 1. Other leg. Trying to give us single leg and single arm opportunities today. It's really important to work on that so we can really focus on our weaker side and bring up our imbalances. 3, 2, 1. Lateral squats, and then we're on the ground. I like this is the most cardio I've done in a while. Not really, but it feels like. Okay, we're going back on the ground here. 3, 2, 1. Side plank. We're just gonna hold here, making sure our elbow is staying underneath our shoulder. Hips in the air, hand towards the ceiling. You can also do this on your hand. 3, 2, 1. You can do hand or elbow, whatever feels good today. You can also, I need to balance myself, get my act together here. You can have your feet next to each other on the ground. They do not need to be on top of each other. All right, now we're doing a rolling plank. We're starting off either on our hands and rotating, opening up, or we're on our elbows. Whatever feels better. 3, 2, 1. All right. Back to our side plank. I feel like this one is gonna be the hardest one out of all of them. But again, you don't have to stack your feet. You can have them one in front, one in back. Whatever feels better for you today. 3, 2, 1. I feel like I have not done a side plank like this in a very long time. Oh my goodness. Okay. Stack your feet if you need to. Again, whatever feels good, just making sure our hips are up, our elbows nice and tight. 3, 2, 1. We are rolling. This is also where you might notice on our side plank that one side feels better than the other side. For me, my right side's just not having it today on my elbow. I don't know what's going on. 3, 2, 1. Okay, side plank. We got 2 more to go. I'm like really struggling with this right now. I'm trying not to get frustrated. If you're like me, you're getting frustrated. Take a breath. It's okay. 3, 2, 1. Other side. I tried to make today a little bit more challenging so we can just get right into it. I know we all stayed active, hopefully, over the break. I know I definitely kept up with my gym routine, but I did get a migraine the other day and that has just thrown me for a loop. All right, we are rolling. But that's a non-excuse. We're good. Feeling good today. And like I said, I tried to make today a little bit more challenging. Really just kicking off the new year on the right foot. 3, 2, 1. Okay, last round, and then we're going to cool down. A little bit shorter today because it is 4 sets of movements. So we've done a lot of movements today, more than we normally would have. 3, 2, 1. All right, other side. And then we're going to do rolling. And then we're going to do some pretzel. I really feel like we need to do some rotation. At least I do, because I'm feeling it on my right side. Okay, we are doing great. We're going to roll. 3, 2, 1. All right. The last movement of the day. Then we're going to stay on the ground for pretzel. Finish strong. Pushing through here. 3, 2, 1. And that is going to be it for today's circuit. So go ahead, grab a sip of water if you need it. And like I said, we're going to do some pretzels. So we're going to go ahead, lie on the ground on one side. And our checklist. From our side, top leg comes up over and across our body, knee and ankle on the ground, bottom hand on top of our knee, top hand grabs onto our bottom foot or ankle. We're going to do a nice big inhale and exhaling, opening up towards the ceiling. We're going to do some nice big deep breaths here in through our nose. And exhaling through our mouth. Thawing away our tension. Let our body sink further to the ground. And let's go ahead and do one more breath. And as we finish our exhale, we can gently release out of that. And then go ahead and when we're ready, make our way on to our other side. So we have our same checklist. Top leg comes up over across our body. Knee and ankle stay on the ground. Bottom hand goes on top of our knee. Top hand grabs onto the bottom for our ankle. Nice big inhale. And exhaling, bringing our top shoulder towards the ceiling. Again, same thing, release sigh, aware tension. And let's go ahead and do one more breath. And after we have finished our last exhale, feel free to stay on the ground or return to a seated, kneeling, or standing position. But that is going to be it for us today. So thank you so much for joining me. Happy New Year. And I hope to see you again tomorrow.